out of your mind? I mean, what are you having, a midlife crisis?
What are you talking about?
That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, because I'm seeing an old friend?
An old girlfriend.
So it's an old girlfriend, so what?
You haven't seen her in 20 years.
25. So what's your problem?
When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man...
Sorry I'm late, Father. Carry on.
But when I became a man, I put away foolish things.
Are you eating a sweet?
What?
Give it.
What?
Give it.
Anyway, it's very beautiful, and a lot of couples choose it.
You'll have it.
Right. Well, that was easy enough. Marriage, they tell me, is a little bit trickier. But I won't insult your intelligence by asking if you're both sure you know what you're doing.
That's a relief. Are we done?
Yes, I suppose so. Just think. This time next Saturday, you'll be wondering why you stayed single so long. Isn't that right, Ambrose?
'Tis a lonesome wash doesn't have a man's shirt in it, right enough.
How are you, boys?
Hi, Evan, how's it going?
Fine, fine.
Can we help you at all?
We were looking for sheep.
Is that right?
Mr. McCann from the inspectorate.
Well, I'll tell you now. We must have passed 50 or 60 on the way up here. All right, Donald. Oh, easily.
With the herd of wildebeest, were they?
What?
Nothing.
No matter what they tell you, Kathleen, the flask is the greatest invention of the 20th century. If you put in something hot, it stays hot. And if you put in something cold, it stays cold.
Yes.
How does it know? Neve, all set for the wedding?
Yeah.
All set. I'm out of life, anyway.
What?
Knowing Ambrose so well. Is that right? You're having the reception at Fitzgerald's.
Yeah, that's right, Kathleen.
Now, she's not cheap, but where else would you get a black mass with your pint of stew?
It's incredible. It never ceases to amaze me.
What?
How the natural camouflage of these creatures hides them entirely from view.
We're looking for sheep.
Yes.
And will they find his sheep?
Well, now, that very much depends on what you mean by find. They'll turn up. They always do. Not necessarily on the day the inspector comes to count them, but you know sheep in their own time, on paper.
Excuse me?
It's one of the European Union's more civilized ideas to give hill farmers like Eamon a small consideration for each head of sheep.
But they pay him for his sheep.
They pay him to keep his sheep, a small subsidy.
Why?
Because he wouldn't survive without it. Neither would many of the mountainy men.
And the more sheep he has, the greater the subsidy.
Which is why it takes so long to count them, Peter.
Right.
There's one.
We've already counted that one.
Ah, no, look, that fella has a limp.
Tired himself out, has he?
What?
Trying to be in so many places at once.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, we'll try over the mountain.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's very mature.
If you want to make a fool of yourself,
How am I making a fool of myself?
she won't turn up.
She will.
She won't.
She will. You read the postcard.
It didn't say she'd come.
Said she hadn't forgotten.
I'm not surprised. She's probably having a good laugh like me.
It's been a long time for me, you know?
That lot should see us through the weekend, Peter.
You can't be
I am
serious.
completely serious. I don't want any. Look, I only have one customer who drinks and stuff. It's not worth the trouble for that one man.
Can't do this.
Why not?
I don't know. Treason.
Walter, when the tourist season comes around, then I will have a think. But until then,
how could anyone count the number of sheep scattered over those hills?
I believe there's a similar problem in Sicily, but Eamon does what he can.
I swear, Porrick, I will lock you up if you don't tie that animal down. How often do I have to tell you?
I'm sorry, guard. I know it's the young fella.
You're his father. You're responsible.
I've tried telling him a goat is for life, not just for Christmas. Come on, Nelly.
Mother of God!
Ambrose, are you all right?
Ambrose, are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm fine.
She was in shock. I'll call a doctor.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine, okay?
Well, if you're sure.
It isn't even chipped.
Has he lost his mind? The reception's supposed to be very good up here. Oh, yeah. One man and his dog is almost lifelike. Donald, Liam, I don't know. If this is what he wants, this is what we'll give him.
Can you not see what this says about my mother?
no.
It says for 25 years my father's been carrying a torch for someone else.
No, it doesn't.
It's disrespectful.
No, it isn't, Eve. Would you just...
What?
It's nothing to worry about. Assunta, will you do me a sandwich?
What colour?
Fresh.
Oh, cute.
Okay, Ambrose Carr has had an accident.
What?
It's all right, he wasn't in it. No one was hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, something fell on it. But like I said, he wasn't in it. He's up at St. Joseph's, giving thanks.
What's he giving thanks for?
Well,
He just got out.
he's a lucky man.
Father, will you do something for me?
Of course.
Will you talk to my father?
She thinks I'm being discourteous to her mother.
And your wife died, what, 5 years ago?
5 years and 6 months.
And this woman you're seeing?
Not seeing her. I haven't seen her for 25 years. I'm hoping to see her.
On the mountain?
Yes, on the mountain. It's where we arranged to meet.
25 years ago?
Look, I was crazy about her. I was 18. I asked her to marry me. After she stopped laughing, she kissed me. We spent a lot of time up on that mountain. Even Father Mac couldn't follow us up there. Ever been up?
No.
We just you and Eamon's sheep. Anyway, we were up there one evening. Not a breath of wind, nor a wisp of a cloud. We were lying on our backs. And I remember, as the sun was sinking down into Ballykissangel, our feet had halos. Our toes were glowing with holiness, which is more than could be said for the rest of us. Anyway, I said to her, we must never lose this. What we have here now, this moment.
What did she say?
She said I was drunk. Well, maybe I was, but I meant it. And I said to her, if ever we split up, if you find someone, or all this falls apart or whatever, can we agree now to give ourselves a second chance?
To meet up on the mountain?
That's right. Same time, same place. If we split up. And she said, Brian, the only way we're ever going to split up is if you leave me. And if you do that, you'll break my heart.
Obviously, you did split up.
Fell in love with Neve's mother.
Ambrose, enough.
Leave me alone, Father, please.
And then he married her and they had me.
So what happened to your one, Rosari?
She went up to uni in Belfast and never came back.
So what's your problem?
She's coming back now.
So what?
She's afraid of a double wedding. Nia, Neve. What can I get you?
Usual, of course.
It's off.
Well, it's something to change the barrel. I can wait.
There is no barrel. Not of your usual.
What?
I don't have it. There's no call for it. Nobody drinks it.
I drink it.
Apart from you, look around you. It's all American lager and Diet Cola.
So?
So, that's what I have to keep in the cellar.
Assumpta, I don't want the beer that made Milwaukee famous. I want my usual. I want my cultural inheritance. I want the drink that defines my country.
Give him a pot of tea, so.
I don't have it.
Ambrose, are you okay? Ambrose?
I can't go through with it, Father.
Excuse me?
I can't get married. The wedding's off.
Come on, it can't be that bad. Look, I think I know what's behind this, but let me go through the motions anyway. You're already married.
I am not.
Good. You have some terrible disease.
I do not.
Right, now we're getting down to it.
Father, please. I'm not like other men.
Yeah, I was coming to that. You're gay.
What?
I didn't think so. Which leaves the big one. God has spared you for a purpose.
Don't make fun of me, Father.
Am I wrong?
No.
And this purpose, what prevents you getting married? Oh, Ambrose, you can't be serious.
I have a vocation, Father.
You want to be a priest?
I do.
You don't?
I do.
You don't? Take it from me.
I do. I wish I didn't, but I do.
You don't?
Ah, Sumpter, for pity's sake.
What?
This!
What? It's your usual, isn't it?
It's bottled. It doesn't taste the same. I don't like it.
Uh-huh. Here he is, the Sicilian bandit.
Did you see him off, Eamon?
Diet cola, please, or something.
Doesn't he always see them off? Back to Brussels in despair.
Have you any idea, Eamon, how much you're costing the European Union?
The sheep are there for him to count. If he doesn't have eyes to see, I can't be to blame for it.
Well, I wouldn't feel so confident, Eamon. Seeing off a bureaucrat is one thing, but modern technology is another.
What are you talking about?
He means a sheepdog that can count.
I mean a satellite that can count.
A satellite that can count sheep.
Oh, how did it stay awake?
I mean a satellite that can count the warts on your nose.
Oh, thank God he doesn't get an allowance for the warts. Otherwise, the country would be bankrupt.
He knows what I mean.
What are you doing here?
I needed some space.
Well, I'm glad I could be of help. What for?
It's a bit personal.
Are you wetting nerves, is this?
Yeah.
Well, it's only natural, Ambrose. Don't worry about it.
No.
Well, don't worry about it here, anyway.
No. Right.
I'm only saying what I read in the paper. Apparently, the satellite's already up there.
But what has all this got to do with Eamon?
Just stop teasing him, would you? Finished?
And these satellites, counting from the sky.
As clear as day. And if they can't see them, they're not there.
Well, I don't say it isn't tragic, but better he abandons her for the church than another woman.
Father, this is not a good idea.
If he has a vocation, he has a vocation.
He doesn't have a vocation. He just thinks he does.
You can read his mind, can you?
Father, he thinks he does because he was nearly pulverized by the stone head of St. John the Evangelist, the patron saint of priests.
And so you think that he should carry on as if nothing had ever happened?
Well, I think 4 hours on his knees is probably sufficient.
And he doesn't.
No.
So what it comes down to is this, that you know his mind better than he does.
No. Yes.
Did you know that we have a shortage of priests in Ireland? Can you imagine a thing like that? A vocation needs to be tested, put under pressure.
Niamh won't take this lying down.
You're dumping me for God?
I'm alive because of him.
You're alive because a piece of concrete didn't hit you.
Niamh, I know this isn't easy. It isn't easy for me.
What? You're asking me to feel sorry for you?
No, just try and understand.
Understand? I might have understood if that bloody thing struck you, but it missed.
And there was no accident.
Ambrose, don't do this.
I have no choice.
Look at me, Ambrose. You have a choice.
Do you think I don't? Niamh, please.
Don't. All of a sudden, Ambrose, you make my father look mature.
Liam, I'm in the hut. Yeah. Could you get up here? Now.
Oh, Neil. Oh, come here. That's all right. All right.
Neve, I'm so sorry. Oh, come on, you don't think this was my idea?
Oh, you and your stupid church, what's the difference? It's all right, I know.
Ah, Liam. I want you to do something for me.
How are you, Liam? Nice to see you, Liam. Thanks for coming, Liam.
What?
Nothing. What can I do for you, Mr. Quigley?
A woman called Rosari comes by. Phone me immediately.
A woman called Rosari.
That's right.
And is this likely to happen?
It's a strong possibility.
Oh. Tonight?
Soon.
And you'll be at home?
Yes.
While I'm here?
Waiting for your call.
Ah, for the love of...
Ambrose, a priest.
He's already an Ayatollah.
It's not funny, Porag.
Indeed it is not. The state of poor Neve.
Could I have a word?
Sure.
Am I right? You're an educated man.
Well, yeah.
All right. Is it true then that satellites can see the warts on your nose? If they had a mind to.
Well, I don't know about the warts on your nose, but something the size of, well, I don't know, a sheep, maybe.
Thank you, Father.
You're welcome.
Neve? Neve?
I don't care anymore. I don't care if he becomes a priest or a publican. I want nothing to do with him.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a publican.
I didn't mean that shit.
It's a shame about the reception.
There'll be a reception. I want my reception.
Neve.
I want my reception. I want to be able to say thank you to my friends who gave us presents and then give them back.
Neve.
And then I'd like to dance and get drunk and fall over.
Well, it's hardly a wedding reception.
That's what it'll be called. Hardly a wedding reception.
Come on, we'll talk about this tomorrow up to bed.
What?
You're not going home to an empty house.
I haven't finished my drink. That's not very nice.
Come on.
I don't think I'll be inviting you to my reception.
Yes, all right. We'll talk about it in the morning.
Come on now.
Okay.
How is she?
She's asleep anyway. What I said to you before, I was out of line.
No problem.
You know what this is all about, don't you?
What?
With Ambrose.
Well, I know what he's told me.
Yeah, that's what he's made himself believe, but that's not the real reason.
No?
No. He's lost his bottle.
Ambrose! Ambrose! Shut up!
Mr. Quigley, will you keep it down, please?
It's my daughter with you.
What?
He's been pushing like mad to get Neve to the altar. Now she's agreed, suddenly he's thinking, oh, I'm getting married. No, I bet I'm right. I'll let the guard deal with it. He's not a priest yet.
I'll make you celibate.
Father, if you wouldn't mind.
Let Ambrose deal with it.
It's Ambrose that's being throttled.
Where is she, huh? Where is she?
kill him. That's all right, Father. They have the exact self-defense classes.
Brian, for pity's sake.
It's all right. He has every right.
Oh, Ambrose.
And after I'm finished with him, I'm coming for you.
No, you're not. You're going home to bed and keep the noise down before you wake up your daughter.
Where is she?
Her sumpter's looking after her.
All right. All right.
Okay, lads, we're fine now. Ambrose. Come on, Brian, I'll walk you home.
Come on, don't do this on me. Come on.
Hey, put him on yourself.
I'm asking you to change your mind.
Why?
Because I think you're acting precipitously.
Precipitously.
Hastily.
All right. So you think I should wait until I have no customers who want the stuff instead of just one? Has Brendan Kearney been on to you?
Please. Look, I understand how you feel.
Oh, good.
But the thing is, there's a public relations problem here.
Well, let him drink bottled. I still have that.
For us, not for him. If it ever got out that an Irish pub stopped taking draft... So I have a proposition for you. We'll give you the stuff.
What?
Only until the tourist season starts. After that, it's back to normal, okay?
Can I get you something?
Yeah, I guess a bud.
Did you sleep all right?
I don't know. I was unconscious. Did I have a lot to drink?
Oh, yes. I'll make you a sandwich.
No, thanks. Look, about the reception.
No, forget it.
I don't want to forget it. I meant it. I want to have it. Oh.
Not on the carpet. The days are gone when a priest could just think something and it'd happen.
You're overreacting.
And you're overreaching.
All I said was that I didn't think this was a good idea.
What's going on?
Eve.
Are you coming tonight, Father?
Look, is this really what you want?
Why not?
A reception without a wedding?
Where am I going to get a husband at this notice?
I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want Ambrose to be hurt.
Ambrose?
He's very confused.
Okay, here. Wherever you like.
Would you look at that?
Pint of the same, please, Assumpta. Last time I had a pint of that stuff was the day my daughter was born. Right, tab starts now.
Good man, right. Maybe we can get stuff in.
There, Siobhan.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, please, come on, a bit of hush. Okay, well, there's no point in pretending that this is the joyful occasion it was supposed to be. On the other hand, some of us do have a living to make. And this is still a reception, even if it isn't quite what Brian had in mind. And being a reception, Niamh would like to say a few words. So come on, Niamh. It's all yours. Up you come.
This seemed like a good idea at the time. Hardly a wedding reception. Although I don't think Father Clifford agreed. I know my father doesn't. Thank you all for coming. And thank you for all your presents. I don't know who gave what exactly, but they're here when you want to collect. It's okay, it's fine. I'll be all right. And there's something I want to say. A lot of you have been immensely supportive. I know what most of you think of Ambrose. I've heard some of it. I've said the rest myself. But give him a chance, would you? He's not a bad man. He's not a cruel man. He's just confused. So take it easy on him, okay? Just let him work it out. Thank you.
You have got to do something.
Why me?
Because he listens to you.
I wish you had.
This reception wasn't my idea.
And what am I supposed to do?
Oh, well, you could try disabusing him of this stupid priest idea for a start.
You know, it is just possible that his vocation might be genuine. Yeah, all right, I agree with you.
I am not trying to ridicule the priesthood.
Today?
Can we agree that someone has to do something?
You mean me?
Look, this statue.
St. John. You can say it.
Are you sure it's him?
With the words St. John chiseled beneath his feet, I'm sure.
Then lie.
What?
Oh, be economical with the truth. It's an English tradition, isn't it?
It's a sin to tell a lie.
Oh, please, says who?
Can't remember.
That's more like it.
He'll never get to heaven if he breaks her heart.
Dionne Warwick, right?
Hmm.
Good band. At Fitzgerald's.
Oh.
And I sometimes was worried that they might be a bit noisy.
You only get married once. Do you think I'm mad?
Oh.
You think I'm wrong, though?
Yep.
Easy to say.
Yeah. And if I was you and that had been the stone head of, well, I don't know, St. Francis of Assisi, then I'd probably want to chuck my job in too and become a vet. I'm not trying to mock you, Ambrose. I don't think you're right, but it didn't happen to me. I'm not feeling what you're feeling.
What?
Well, you saved me a speech anyway.
Did I?
That's more of a pep talk, really. You would not believe the amount of people going to get married who suddenly get cold feet. I mean, it's not that they don't want to go through with it. They just start to get these terrible feelings of doubt. You know, there goes my freedom. Am I ready for this? Well, I mean, you probably felt the same thing yourself before. Anyway. You know, I once read somewhere that a man who fears love fears life. And I thought, that's it. That's exactly what it is. A man who fears love fears life. You know, and once you know that, well, suddenly commitment doesn't seem terrifying anymore. And why would you want to cut yourself off from one of the richest experiences that life has to offer? Anyway. Oh, by the way, you were wrong about the patron saint of priests.
What?
The patron saint of priests is John the Evangelist.
I know.
Well, the statue that nearly hit you was John the Baptist. Anyway, I'm getting cold.
Know why you and I will by and by no true love ways. Sometimes we'll sigh.
Will you marry me?
Probably.
Can I kiss you?
Okay.
Would you like a drink?
Glass of stout.
Hello. Am I in the wrong hut?
Yeah.
Mr. Quigley, she's here. You're one.
What was that for?
For dumping me, you faithless bastard.
That was 25 years ago.
Yeah, it still happened.
Rosarie, come on.
How could you?
Well, you went away.
For the weekend.
Now, give us a look at that.
No, don't touch it.
It's sore.
Your mouth is bleeding.
Yeah, well, I had it coming.
You had far worse than that coming.
But you went away to Queen's.
Hannah, that was after.
No, you were always going to go.
Yeah, well, I would have come back. Sorry about your wife.
Yeah.
Will there be anything else, Mr. Quigley?
Are you still here?
Apparently.
Go on.
You all right there, Eamon?
Grand, thanks.
Good man.
I'm not staying, Brian.
No?
No. Well, my husband might wonder where it got to.
Ah.
What did you think? I joined the nuns?
Suppose not. You have a family?
Yeah. 3 young men.
That's great. Full-time job, I'd say.
No. I have one of those too.
Good morning, Ambrose.
Morning, Father. Beautiful day.
That's Assumpta's van.
I believe so.
She was a great comfort to Neve when she needed it.
Well, sure. There's good in everyone, isn't that right, Father?
Well, Professor, is there a lesson in all this?
It's too late for the learning, wouldn't you say? Anyway, I don't teach these days.
Oh. What do you do?
Well, at the minute, I'm heading up a research project for the European Union.
Go away.
Fascinating. Still, we can use the money.
And what is it?
Well, it's monitoring the output from a satellite. I mean, you'd probably call it counting sheep.
What?
Nothing. It's just exactly as I remember it. And peaceful, still.
You did what?
Hang on, it was his decision.
But she hardly took a loan. You know how rare vocations are these days.
Father Ambrose isn't a priest. He's a policeman, natural born, cold-hearted, ruthless.
There's good in him.
Yeah, I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm just saying at his job, he's a zealot. Better out there on the street than in the confessional.
Okay, take it away.
How did you get here?
I drove, of course.
Right.
Morning. Nuisance, huh?
Good job, that's out of the way.
Absolutely.
Keeps you fit.
Yeah, I can see you're rushed off your feet.
Listen, I can be called out any time of the day or night.
I know. You'd wake me up to tell me.
How's Neve?
Oh, getting back her self-respect. Giving Ambrose a hard time. Father, when two people are meant to be together, there's no force on this earth that'll keep them apart. I mean, you can delay the inevitable like Ambrose did, or you can help speed it up like you did.
We did.
Huh. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
That's a bit homespun for you.
I was trying to make you feel better about losing a live one. Oh, before I forget.
What?
It's for the church roof.
What? Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. We got through an awful lot of stout last night. Another coffee?
Why not?